Alright, hey, it's Brady, back with another prediction video. Week 1 was pretty crazy, a lot of unpredictable situations in that video. Matt picked the Dolphins. That comment obviously didn't age too well. Coach K is 9-6-1, I am 8-7-1, and we are back here to predict week 2 for you. And let's get started. Thursday night, Tampa Bay at Carolina. Both are on some losing streaks. Jameis Winston's lost his last 5 starts. Cam Newton's lost his last 7. I think the Panthers have more weapons. I think Jameis Winston's going to be a pick machine this year. Got to go Carolina. Arizona at Baltimore. I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm not trying to be biased. Baltimore, they're looking like they're going to win this game. Huge favorites. I wouldn't count on that. I think Lamar Jackson played a terrible defense. I'm going Cardinals.
That's a Dolphins pick this week.
I think the Cardinals are going to build off that fourth quarter last week. San Francisco at Cincinnati.
Okay.
Jimmy Garoppolo is who we thought he was. Pick 6 on Sunday. Their defense really carried them, and it was also Jameis Winston throwing the defense the ball. And Cincinnati played really well against Seattle. I got Cincy in this one. It's going to be a close game. We got the Chargers at Detroit. Matt Patricia, I don't think he's the guy. The Chargers, without Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler fills that position right up. It's going to be easy for LA, I think. They're going to swoop through Detroit and start 2-0. Minnesota at Green Bay. This is a very good game. Minnesota, the run game was on point on Sunday. The defense was also on point. Green Bay, the defense was on point. Offense, a little shaky. I think Aaron Rodgers picks it up against Minnesota this week. Got Green Bay at home. Jacksonville at Houston. Jacksonville, Gardner Minshew played well on Sunday. I don't think the Chiefs have that good of a defense. Houston, Deshaun Watson played great on Monday night. Heroic even. Just came up short against Drew Brees and the Saints. I got Houston taking this game. New England at Miami. New England doesn't play very well in Miami. However, that being said, New England. Can't go Miami.
Right, $18.9, right.
Buffalo at the Giants. Josh Allen versus Eli Manning, 2 of my worst starting quarterbacks in the
Oh,
NFL right
God,
now.
yeah.
This one comes down to the Bills have a better defense. Saquon Barkley for the Giants. I got to go with the Giants being at home. This is a tough game to pick. Saquon Barkley is the best weapon out of any of those teams. I think Buffalo's offense scores about 17. Giants score about 18 to 20. They just edge them out. Seattle at Pittsburgh. Almost the game of the week here, it seems. Pittsburgh's really got to pick it up after that Sunday night debacle. Seattle almost lost to Cincinnati. I think that was their game, though. I got to go with Seattle here.
Wow, okay.
I still think Pittsburgh's going to be good. 0-2 start for them. They'll be fine. Indianapolis at Tennessee. No Andrew Luck for the Colts. Andrew Luck was perfect against Tennessee. I'm still going Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett is not that bad of a starting quarterback. He almost beat the Chargers. And, Marlon Mack played great. The defense isn't terrible. I got Indianapolis in that game. Dallas at Washington. Got to go Dallas here. Case Keenum played good against Philadelphia. Philadelphia has very mediocre cornerbacks. I just think Dallas is going to do better against Washington. Kansas City at Oakland. Got to go Kansas City. Oakland's defense looked very good against Denver. Denver, they're not good, okay? Joe Flacco, Philip Lindsay's good, but no weapons. Kansas City's a whole different team.
Right.
Kansas City's defense might not be that good, still got them winning. Chicago at Denver. Chicago picking it up. Offense is going to pick it up a little bit. They have had 10 days long break from Thursday Night Football. I just think Chicago is going to win this game. Denver, their defense is going to be good this year, I think, but I don't know. New Orleans at LA Rams, game of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Rematch of the NFC Championship, New Orleans gets their revenge.
Wow.
I think that the Rams are going to be very good this year. New Orleans, it's going to be even better. Drew Brees, 370 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick on Monday Night Football. Just very, very well done. Philadelphia at Atlanta. Gotta say Philly. I don't know about Atlanta's defense right now. they need better coverage skills. Philadelphia is very aggressive on the line. Atlanta is one of the least aggressive teams on the line. I think Philadelphia dominates the line of scrimmage in that game. Philadelphia comes out on top. Sam Darnold with mono, not playing on Monday night. I already had Cleveland in this game. However, I think Cleveland bounces back. They go 1-1, then they have to go on they have a tough game Sunday night next week. So those are my picks, guys. Over to you.
YouTube Nation, a little under the weather today. Wearing my Heflinger jacket. Trying to stay warm here in this great atmosphere here in BJSU University. Bear with me, my voice is a little bit bad today, but you know what? It's dedication. It's Coach K football picks. Here we go, NFL Week 2. As we had the Bucs taking a trip to the Panthers. I get it. I don't think it's a gimme just because of the way the Panthers can be a little shaky with Cam Newton. But I still had the Panthers here at home. I mean, they lost the game, and, Ron Rivera knows you have to win this game, especially the way the Saints have been playing. If you want to have a chance for the division, it's a must-win game. I see McCaffrey going off for all you FanDuel fans. Arizona at Baltimore. I can't really agree with you, Brady, in this one. I'm going with Baltimore here, and especially after last week with the Dolphins. Man, I just can't believe that game last week. It just took off. But I'm not sure if it'll be a blowout of 13 points or more, but definitely I had them winning the game. San Fran at Cincy. I'm actually a Garoppolo believer here. I'm a believer in San Fran. D Ford, Sherman got a pick 6, showing that he's still young somehow. And Brett and all, the whole crew. Dalton is leading the league in passing yards. I think that was a fluke week. I really think that especially coaching. Okay, I really like what's his name? Kyle Shanahan. Okay. Chargers at Detroit. This is a tough one. I got Detroit. Okay, I really don't think Eckler can continue to do what he did. But again, Detroit. It's not like Detroit's defense is better than the Colts. The Colts actually has a better defense. So maybe I'm wrong here, but I just believe in Hockenson. I believe in what Galladay and all of them done week 1. I like Stafford at home opener. Let's see it. Okay. Minnesota at Green Bay. I have Green Bay as well as their home opener. I just don't think that the Minnesota defense can do what they did against Matt Ryan in Atlanta last week. Also keep in mind, Kirk Cousins only passed 10 times in week 1, and once he has to pass a little bit more at Lambeau, I don't really like their odds. And again, it really is closer than you think, but I'll take Green Bay home opener. Jacksonville at Houston. I actually have Houston here. The way Brady said, Deshaun Watson's playing, miraculous football. So why pick against him at home, especially when there's no Foles, right? I get that Jacksonville could win, but why would I pick them, in a pick'em league? New England at Miami, again, New England, it's not really even a question, I think. 18-point favorites. If you somehow lose that, trust me, I will probably have a long night's sleep, okay? I probably won't be able to sleep at night, okay? Buffalo at Giants. I actually have Buffalo here. If you win at Jets, you can surely win at the Giants. I like what John Brown has done. The running game's not really there with Singletary and Frank Gore yet, but, I like the young coaching on Buffalo. I know the Giants have a young coach too, but, I just think that Buffalo has some more weapons. When I think of Giants, I really think, Barkley. They'll probably game plan, Jerry Hughes and the crew. They'll probably shut him down a little bit, okay? Plus the receiving core, Brady, isn't Shepard out?
Yeah,
so,
he's injured.
That's...
And Golden Tate's still suspended.
See what I'm saying? If you have Shepard and Golden Tate, that's a different story, though. I know Evan Ingram went off, but still. Seattle at Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh here, actually, Brady. I think that, I think they're going to bounce back. How you doing? I think they're going to bounce back. They're 0-1. It's a must-win game, and, I get it. Seattle won, too. They've always been proving they're a great team. But I just like Pittsburgh. It's a must-win game. The terrible talents, man. It's going to be loud in Pittsburgh. Indianapolis at Tennessee. I actually had Tennessee as well. I was impressed. I was impressed week 1. Kevin Byard and the crew. Just a phenomenal defense. And probably the biggest acquisition was Cameron Wake. What was he, 37, 38, 36? He's old. and he's getting that pressure to help out with Drill Keys on the other side. I think that honestly, if they can get pressure like they did versus Baker Mayfield with Brissett, I like their odds to win. But really, it could go anyone's game, kind of like the division rivalry Minnesota Green Bay. Dallas at Washington, I have Dallas as well. I like Jason Witten back. I like Cobb and Cooper and Prescott, Elliott. Defensively, Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, Byron Jones. We can name the whole crew, right? DeMarcus Lawrence. A phenomenal team when they do not make mistakes, okay? And they know how to balance. Elliott, Prescott, you got to balance it appropriately. Washington, okay, I mean, they do have a small chance maybe. It's not like, the end of the world. It's not like an automatic win here. But if I had to gamble, I'm going to choose Dallas. KC at Oakland, I have KC. Again, Oakland's not horrible. I mean, they may replace the Jets for a wild card team pick now. Because literally the way they play, the energy, Antonio Brown free, Josh Jacobs, full of energy, man. You talk about a non-bust player. That player plays, okay? And I like their offense with Tyler Williams, Derek Carr. Their O-line's great. Hudson, Asmali, then they got Trent Brown now. Okay, it's a good team. John Gruden, getting pumped up, but not enough to beat KC. Chicago at Denver. I'm gonna go with Chicago. I don't like Flacco. John Elway saying in his prime, he was high, okay? You're crazy. Chicago, if you lose this game and go 0-2, I'm really sorry, Bears fans. But again, if I had to pick a team here, I'm picking Chicago. They're always at the Rams. I have the Rams, okay? Home opener. I think that both coaches want revenge here. Even though the Rams were the best last time, they still want to stay the best in the NFC. It's a big game. I like Gurley here to bounce back from an okay week in week 1. I'm not really a believer of Saints on the road, okay? Philly at Atlanta. I actually have Atlanta here, okay? Again, bounce back week. This is the time to prove yourself, Atlanta. If you lose this week and you lose pretty bad, it's not even a game, you could turn into the Dolphins and we will pick against you every week. So this is a must-win game for Atlanta at home. I mean, again, kind of like Carolina and the Saints, these teams are going to keep winning. So you need to win and keep up that division, okay? Given that Jets, I'm a Cleveland fan. I'm picking Cleveland at least, over half the games this year. No Sam Darnold, Trevor Siemian. Trust me, mark my word, if the Browns lose this game without Sam Darnold, it really could be a season-ending, game. 0-2. I mean, you lose versus Trevor Siemian. If you can't beat him, how are you supposed to beat Mahomes and Brady? And you know what I'm saying? So I'm up by 1 game. I hope I still stay on top. All right, peace.